So we are going to discuss how to optimize your LinkedIn presence. How do you make sure that more recruiters find you on LinkedIn? How do you make sure that you are more visible to recruiters who are looking out to hire people in your role? Or with your expertise. So, if you're looking out for a role in full stack development, you want as many recruiters as possible looking out for full stack developers or web developers to see you there as a candidate in LinkedIn. And this applies not just to LinkedIn, also for any other job portal like Indeed or Naukri. But LinkedIn, because it is being used very globally, very widely by all the recruiters. A lot of recruiters today are still dependent upon LinkedIn for hiring people, right? So we have to make sure that we make the best use of LinkedIn and land into the right job, right? So let me start with some statistics. So LinkedIn, tell me why do people, not just students like you, tell me what is the use of LinkedIn? Why do people in general will use LinkedIn?
Increase our personal
Finding
status,
jobs.
Finding jobs,
technical
okay.
status, technical status improve,
Technical
Create our profile with a full screen.
status improved.
technical status. What do you mean by that, Praveen?
We will include our activities, ma'am.
Okay, eventually to land you in a job, right?
Uh, uh,
Okay, for finding job, okay. What are the other uses of LinkedIn? Who else? Like students are there and on LinkedIn. Recruiters, HR professionals are there on LinkedIn. Who else is there in LinkedIn? To connect with business expertise. Vishal, can you elaborate on that? I'm not able to see your messages here, Vishal, if you're typing anything. If you can unmute yourself and say it out, it would be good. So basically, LinkedIn is used by people who are looking out for jobs. It could be students like you, or tenured people, or experienced people. It will be recruiters, definitely recruiters who are looking out for people to join their company. It is businesses who want to get leads, right, for their business. For example, let's say that I'm running a business of providing services. By services, let's say that I'm providing a business of resume reviewing or resume building to students like you, right? And I have a LinkedIn page for that. So I'm providing you services. So I can use LinkedIn to get leads from students like you, to make sure that a lot of students like you land on my page, see my page, and contact me to have their resumes reviewed, to have their resumes corrected as per industry standards, right? Or let's say that I'm someone who is selling some sort of a product. Let's say that I'm selling. I'm a business which sells laptops, for example, right? Laptops of all models of all brands. I want a lot of people to land on my page. I want to make my business visible, right? So I can still use LinkedIn for that, right? So even actors today have LinkedIn profiles, if I have to say. And yeah, so these are some common uses of LinkedIn. Some people use it for example, actors and even the politicians today. If you see, there is a LinkedIn page for the DMK chief Stalin today. There's a LinkedIn page for the PM of India, Narendra Modi, right? So it can be used for engagement and sharing also. They are making use of LinkedIn to reach out to intellectual, technical people, business people, students, youths, everything. They're making sure they're making use of LinkedIn and spreading all these schemes that they want to introduce if they are chosen as the ruling government. So there is a lot of usage for LinkedIn. Now, if I have to tell about stats, 900 million users are there in LinkedIn worldwide. So LinkedIn is being used by about 900 million users. And the percentage of users who are using it on a daily basis is just 40% of it. And people like and you, if I have to say, people like you and me, there's only 1% of the people are making content on it on a daily basis. Just 1% of the people are posting or sharing content on LinkedIn daily. And if I have to say, on a monthly basis, on an average, there's only 17 minutes that a person is using LinkedIn for. Just imagine, just compare that 17 minutes to the amount of time we spend on YouTube Reels or YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels or YouTube videos, Facebook, what. We just open Instagram and then just scroll up and down through the reels uselessly, wasting our time 30 seconds at a time. But what about useful platforms, useful portals like LinkedIn? We have to make a better use of LinkedIn, because at the end of the day, it's your job. It's some kind of employment, be it a job or self employment, that is going to put food on your plates, that is going to help you with your livelihood. So I want to make sure that everyone in here, if does not still, I want to ensure that everyone here has a LinkedIn profile created, right? I will help you with all the ways you could make it more engaging. I will help you with all the ways you can make your LinkedIn profile more visible to recruiters. But if you have not created a LinkedIn profile yet, go ahead and sign up for LinkedIn today, right after our call. Do you get that?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. And a warning, basically, here for people who have already signed up for LinkedIn and are using LinkedIn just like Facebook or any other social media platform, Facebook or Instagram, just liking any random shit, right? Any senseless meme or any senseless post, please stop that, because LinkedIn is meant for professionals and LinkedIn is actually watching you. It's garbage in and garbage out. Whatever you see, whatever you like, share, comment on LinkedIn is the type of content that you will keep seeing again and again in your LinkedIn profile. That's how LinkedIn's algorithm works. So you have to be very careful about what you like, what you share, what you comment, whatever you repost in your LinkedIn profile, right? It is better to keep it as much professional as you can. Do not like anything, or do not just comment just for anything, just like that on any post. Be very, very careful when you're using LinkedIn. Make sure that you share, or you post relevant content. If you're looking out for a job in full stack development, you post content related to that. You like content related to that. You join groups related to that only, and not any random entertainment group. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? And not just LinkedIn, it's your network as well. So basically LinkedIn is also used for creating a network, for networking purposes. For you as a student, you're going to create a network of like-minded people like you. When I say like-minded people, I mean people who have expertise like you, who are working as a web developer already in some esteemed company, or who have the same expertise as you, who are students like you, with whom you can share your technical skills with, right? and you can reach out to for help, or companies who are hiring for this role, and recruiters. These are the two, three kinds of people that you are going to create a network with in LinkedIn. Students like you who are looking out for roles in web development but have a better experience or better expertise, or are interested, are consistently working on developing themselves, and that is shown by the kind of posts that they share on their LinkedIn page, right? So make sure that you connect with relevant people. Relevant people would be people who are already working as full stack development seniors in the industry, uh, recruiters who are looking out for this role, all these people, right? And groups as well, groups related to web development, where you can get tips, where you can answers to your questions, right? So these kinds of things you have to make sure when you are in LinkedIn and when you're creating a network. Give me a moment. Yes. So if you have to see, 77% of the recruiters today are dependent upon LinkedIn for their recruiting efforts. So that's a huge amount. More than three-fourths of the recruiters worldwide are relying on LinkedIn. So you have to make sure that your LinkedIn profile is as optimized as it can be, right? So let's say, can anyone does anyone have a LinkedIn profile already? If they can share their screen and show me how their LinkedIn page looks like, we can start with working on that particular LinkedIn profile, and I'll share tips to upgrade it.
Ma'am, I will do that.
Sabrina,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, can you share your screen, Sabrina?
Yes, ma'am. Wait a moment.
Let me know once done. Sorry for the noise, guys. That's my baby. Yes, let me. How do I pin you pretty?
Ma'am, it's visible now?
Yeah, it's visible. Um,
Yeah, ma'am. That's me.
can you
Profile.
log into LinkedIn on a different tab?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's not opening that.
It's not opening.
Ma'am,
Y-
it's my screen is visible or not, ma'am?
Your screen is visible,
Yes.
but you have to open LinkedIn on a different tab, bro. I'm just able to see the Google Meet.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry.
That's my profile, ma'am.
No, still the Google Meet tab.
Wait, ma'am. Wait.
Did you present your entire screen or just a particular Google tab, Chrome tab?
Ma'am, is it visible?
Give me a moment. Yes. Okay, one moment.
Yes, ma'am.
We do a couple of changes. We make sure that you are pinned. No, never mind. Okay. Oh, let's start here.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll go one by one from the top. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Starting with the cover page. Sorry, the cover picture.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. So
Yes, ma'am.
the cover picture has to be something that is relevant to your field. It could be your company or it could be your area of expertise. It has to be relevant to that. Now, this picture that you have although you have Java developers here, but the picture in the background is not quite
Yes,
relevant to that.
yes, ma'am.
So you have to make sure that you kind of give away something about you in the cover picture itself. At least for people who are looking out for work, you have to make sure that even your cover picture stays about your expertise, right? You could say
Yes, ma'am.
uh, a Java expert or an aspiring, what do you say, a web developer or a Java developer, whatever it is. Or you could have
Yes, ma'am.
logos of all these technologies that you are skilled on. You could have that as well, but make sure that it is not some random picture like this. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Next comes the profile picture or your DP, if you
Okay.
have to see. Okay.
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
his DP is perfect. I don't have any
Yes,
questions
ma'am.
on this particular DP. For DPs, the general things to keep in mind is you have to have a very professional photograph added as a DP or the profile picture in your LinkedIn account. He has something in code suit which is very good, and you have to
Yes,
make
ma'am.
sure that you are visible at least until the shoulders or here, right, very clearly,
Oh,
and your face has to be very clear. You have to look at the front. It has to be
yes.
something like this and not looking somewhere on the sides. Or some people are post videos from their vacation, sorry, photos from their vacations, like where they're just showing off their backs and they're gazing at some mountain, but that back is the profile picture. You can't do
Yes,
that. It's not your Instagram ID or your Facebook profile, right?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So you have to make sure that your face is visible at least until shoulders. The attire that you're wearing is professional enough, right? And for girls, I would want to say that when I guess most of you would be wearing a salwar suit in the picture. Make sure that you don't have those. Uh, these girls have this weird way of wearing their shawls, right? They kind of make these pleats on both the sides, and in the middle, it is kind of some you what do you say, layered use from their neck until their chest. No, don't do that though, bro. Have a very well ironed or pressed kurta. If you want to wear a shawl, wear it very neatly. Have it folded properly. Have it folded properly. And if you want to wear a shawl, you could you could put it on one side, because that's how the remaining part of your body will be visible also. This is a suggestion, right? But when you have those how do I say, I don't have the exact words to explain that even in Tamil. A lot of girls, I know colleges ask you to pin off your shawls, right? But that's not necessary here in LinkedIn or in any other company. No one asks you in corporate to to definitely wear your shawl. You have to wear a shawl. No, nothing like that. Like until and unless your attire is decent enough, right? You feel confident in your attire. Nobody is going to question about your attire. But make sure that it is very well pressed. It gives a nice impression on the person who's looking at it, right? So it has to be well pressed. If you want to wear a shawl, wear it. Make sure that that is also neatly ironed. If you want to wear it, you could wear it on one side. You could fold it or just leave it open. But at least until the area that is visible in the profile picture, it has to be very neat and clear, right? Some people also have this habit of taking a picture of their passport size photos and then just making it their LinkedIn profile. If you're doing that, I would recommend that it is the clarity of the picture is very high, right? Use high definition pictures. Don't use any kind of pixelated or blurred pictures here, right? No group
Yes, ma'am.
pictures. No group pictures. Use very simple backgrounds, right? And you have to dress appropriately, which I very clearly mentioned until now. and capture waist up images with your face as the main focus. Your face has to be the main focus, nothing else has to be, not your attire, nothing, right? But how much ever is visible, it has to be professional enough. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
And cover image, as I said, has to be simple with something with probably, let's say, a quote or a written element that defines you professionally, right? If you are a web developer, have a quote probably which defines you
Yes,
professionally,
ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, coming to your name, you can have your full name there. Good. And okay. Then there is a headline. You say that you're an alumni as an electronics and communication engineer at SNS College of Technology. That's past, buddy.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to make sure that your headline says what you're looking out for. That you're
Okay.
looking out to be
Full
a
stack developer.
full stack developer. So
Yes, ma'am.
your headline should be indicative of that very clearly,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So remove this off because this is something that can be visible, that is visible in your education section as well. So you don't have to
Yes, ma'am.
repeat the same thing in here, right? So here's a simple formula that I can tell you. If people, you guys can jot it down as well. Your code domain basically,
Yes, ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
You can have four components in this headline. One is your code domain or your designation that you're looking out for, which will be full stack developer. Your unique
Yes,
selling point or your biggest achievement, right?
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
If you want to add your university, I would not recommend that. Let's leave it that. And keywords related to your niche or your expertise, right? Your core domain aspiring full stack developer with a niche in creating responsive websites, something like that, right?
Okay.
Responsive and cutting edge websites, something like that, right? Mm, yeah, and you can also make use of these AI tools like ChatGPT or Google Bard to come up with headlines, right? So you could use prompts like I'm an aspiring web developer with expertise in HTML, CSS, so and so. Uh, uh, write a headline, write a LinkedIn headline, a catchy LinkedIn headline. So it's visible. So my profile is visible to recruiters looking out for web developers, something like that. And it will give you a list of headlines that you could put in there, right? So you could make use of that, and yeah. And if you are probably interested in something else, like uh, if you want to add some personal touch, like if you have a thing for music, if you have a thing for animals, you care for animals and you're part of any kind of NGOs, you do any kind of additional things, if you're someone who is an athlete, maybe if you want to make that visible in your LinkedIn, do that as well, but make sure that you don't compromise on that with what you're looking out for, which is a role in web development or full stack development. Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Right. Now coming to your summary, right? Next, you've written your location, which is great. Now coming to the open to, you're looking out for work. Can you click on open to? Yeah. Open to providing service, or you could probably click on the pencil icon or the edit icon in the gray color box. Yeah. So when you make yourself open to work, it means that you're letting the world know that you are looking out for jobs, and in what domain, in what fields. This is how you select that. Right? You'll have to come to your LinkedIn profile, click on open to, and you should be able to see this option when you could choose the job titles that you're looking to join as. You could add as many job titles as you want. You could add full stack developer here. You could add web developer here. You could add React JS developer here. Everything can be added in here. Everything related to full stack, all the job roles that are related to full stack development basically can be added in here, right? And how do I know the job roles that are related to full stack development? You could just go and do a search. On the top, you find that search bar. You could just type in full stack development and you'll see a list of jobs that will pop up. You can go ahead and search for web developer. You will again see a list of job roles that will show up in the results, right? The next is you can also mention the locations that you're ready to work at, on-site, hybrid, or remote, right? And the locations that you're ready to work at. This is only available when you choose on-site, right? You can choose any locations that you're ready to work at, and then click on save. Okay, now you can close this option, and can you go back and click on open to once again? Yeah, and providing services.
Okay. Can I click now?
Yeah. Okay. No, click. Just close this off. Where do we see who is this visible to? There's this option to make it visible to just the hirers and recruiters, or to everyone in LinkedIn, right? To make sure that you choose this open to work status only visible to recruiters and not everyone on LinkedIn. Okay, there should be an option. I'm not able to get that because you're sharing it. Never mind, but make sure that if you're able to get that option, you're only open to work. Your open to work status is only visible to recruiters and not everyone in LinkedIn. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now you don't have a profile section. Can you click on add profile section? So you have to add everything about you here. And you don't have your education added here. You didn't add your skills here. Everything has to be added in here. You could add up until 50 skills in your LinkedIn profile. If you close this and scroll down a little bit, yeah, even more. Scroll down. Yeah, you don't have skills added or what?
Actually, I added that, but where's
Yeah, you could add even more skills. You could add up
22
to
skills I added.
you can add up to 50 skills. Now, how do I add skills? It is based upon the skills that are available in the job openings. Can you search for full stack developer on the top in the search bar?
I will search, ma'am.
Yeah, full stack developer. Yeah, see all results. Just enter. Hit enter. Okay. Right. Now it shows the jobs, right? Click on, just open any, see all jobs. It's okay. See all jobs in India. Just click on that. And now you're able to see multiple positions which are not just full stack developer, but are also related to full stack developer, like some are Java developer, and you might also find backend developer, all these kinds. So you have to make sure that you add all these roles names in the open to section, right? Second, when it comes to skills, do you see this 4 out of 5 skills match your profiles? Yeah, click on that. Yeah. Click on that. Right. You see there's one skill that you've not added, which is JavaScript. You could definitely add that.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm not sure why you're not able to add JavaScript. Can you click on the add button? Does it work for you? Yeah, it should work,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So all these skills, firstly, you have to analyze all these job posting very thoroughly. Everyone, okay? You have to spend a lot of time in LinkedIn if you have to get a job. Keep that in mind, guys, right? And look out for job openings in this domain and see what are the skills that companies are looking out for. If you have the skill, make sure that you add it to your profile, right? You could take skill tests as well on the top on in your profile page. Can we close this? You can add this later on, Sabri.
Yes, ma'am.
Go to your profile page. Yeah, view profile. Under the skills section, you also have an option to do a skill test. There'll be, yeah, take a skill quiz, right? So you could
Yes,
actually,
ma'am.
yeah, take quizzes for all the skills that you've mentioned here, and that would add credibility to your skills. Whenever someone
Yes,
who's recruiting is looking at your profile and sees that you have listed all these skills and you've also taken a quiz to prove these skills, it adds leverage to your profile, right? So you
yes,
could
ma'am.
take these skill quizzes in your free time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Uh, Next is an about section. Do you have an about section on the top? Can you scroll up a little bit? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
What have you written here? As I am completed my bachelor's as no, bro. This is one grammatically not right.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to make sure that it is firstly grammatically correct, and it has to give. It almost works like a professional summary in your resumes, bro.
Okay,
Whatever
ma'am.
you can provide to a company who's recruiting for this role, that has to be very crisply present in it. It has to
Yes,
showcase your positive points, your plus points. This could include what is your niche or expertise, skills basically, where you've studied. If you want to add, if it's a very reputed college, yeah, go ahead and add that, because people who completed like engineering from IIT or Bates, or some people abroad who've completed from who've been educated from MIT, etc. They want to flaunt or boast about it. They add it. If you don't want to add, leave it. But make sure that your expertise is clearly visible in the summary that you add. Your area of interest, it could be a personal or vocational also. If you like traveling, you could add that. If you like hiking, if you like music, sports, reading books, um, or if you are interested in DIYs, whatnot, if you can add that. Highlight your skills, both educational and any kind of internship or work experience. If you have to highlight that as well in here. And how do you highlight that? You have to make sure that it starts with an action verb, then the core task that you did, and then the quantifiable outcome, and when did you do that. So for example, in your college, if you, let's say, if you created a club for web developers, right? So I founded uh, the web development club in my college that boosted our skills in full stack development by 50% or 25% in April 2021, April 2022, whatever. So I founded is the action verb here. What did you do is the core task. I created this web development club, right? Web development club, and quantifiable outcome. What was the result of you creating this club in your college? It boosted, or what do you say? It spread awareness about web development, or the multiple job opportunities that web development has for you guys, has for students like us, right? And if you want to add the number of people who have joined because of this initiative, you could add that also as a quantifiable outcome, right? And if you want to add the number of projects that you did as a part of this club, you could add that as well, right? So you have to make sure that you add the summary in this format. One is start with an action verb, then the task or the work that you did, plus the quantifiable outcome. It has to be quantifiable, right? Quantifiable in the sense ரிசல்ட்னு தெரியும், பட் அந்த ரிசல்ட்டை வந்து மெஷர் பண்றது தான் இன்னைக்கு ஐடில டிமாண்டே. இன்னைக்கு ஐடில நீங்க வந்து நான் இது பண்ணேன் அது பண்ணேன் அப்படின்னு சொன்ன, அப்படி பண்ணேன் இப்படி பண்ணேன்னு சொன்னா வந்து எவனும் ஏத்துக்க மாட்டான். நீ இது பண்ணதுனால எனக்கு என்ன லாபம், எனக்கு எவ்வளோ ரெவன்யூ கொண்டு வந்த, ரைட், எனக்கு எவ்வளோ கஸ்டமர்ஸை ரீட்டைன் பண்ணேன், என்னோட கஸ்டமர்ஸ் எவ்வளோ ஹாப்பியா இருக்காங்க, அதுக்கு வந்து ஒரு பெர்சன்டேஜோ ஒரு நம்பரோ இருந்தா மட்டும்தான். The entire IT works by numbers and quantifiable outcomes. So you have to make sure that you add that as well. And when did you do this? Could be a month or year, right? The other thing that you could do, let's say that you find yourself very, like, you're not confident that the summary that you write is grammatically correct, or you kind of are still in fear that ஐயோ எனக்கு தெரியலையே, எனக்கு சரியான கிராமட்டிக்கல் சென்டென்சஸ் கிரியேட் பண்ண தெரியலன்னா, மேக் யூஸ் ஆஃப் த அவைலபிள் ஆப்ஷன்ஸ். ஏஐ ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் நிறையா இருக்கு. கூகுள் பார்ட் ஓப்பன் பண்ணுங்க. கூகுள் பார்ட்ல வந்து டைப் அ ப்ராம்ப்ட். நீங்க கூகுள் பார்டுன்னு சர்ச் பண்ணுங்க. இன்னொரு டேப்ல கூகுள் BARD. And Google AI Bard, Google's AI Bard வந்து நீங்க சைன் அப் பண்ணனா சைன் அப் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Click on that. Try Bard. Right?
Sign up.
Agree. I agree. Okay, continue. Okay. And now you can write, I'm an aspiring, இங்க ப்ராம்ப்ட்ல நீங்க எழுதுறது வந்து I'm an aspiring full stack developer with I am an aspiring full stack developer with expertise in all the TISE in CSS, HTML, Bootstrap, whatever, JavaScript, Java, everything. Just type everything.
Expertise in
all the technologies. Just write the technologies: HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Java. Just write all that. Oh, wait. No. Copy that once again. You've not entered the complete prompt, buddy. Paste it in the prompt once again. Right? Full stop. I create projects. I create cool websites using these Google inama cool websites.
sorry.
Using these technologies. Right? Full stop. Can you write a 4-line full stop? Full stop. Technologies kapra full stop. Can you write a 5-line LinkedIn summary Summary, summary, summary. Don't be nervous, it's okay. பொறுமையா பண்ணலாம்.
Okay. Okay.
Using action verbs, verbs,
Verbs.
quantifiable and quantifiable outcomes, QUATIFIABLE, ABLE, outcome, to reach my profile, to
Reach my profile.
recruiters, to recruiters, TO, to recruiters, RUITERS, recruiters,
So,
full stop, and hit enter. Okay. See, this is one way of doing it, bro. Okay, now you could add, you could customize it as much as you can. There are multiple prompts that you could use for this. For the same, write a summary, LinkedIn summary for write a LinkedIn summary, write a 5-line LinkedIn summary so that my profile is visible to more recruiters, or you could add as many specifics you can add. I added the first 2 lines so that it is easier for this tool to understand. It has some more inputs from your end. Your prompt has to be as specific as it can be, and that is why you can add as many extra details as you want. So you see, aspiring full stack developer driven to create engaging web experience. Skilled in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Java. Built 5+ interactive websites. See, quantifiable outcome is the 5+ interactive websites exceeding 100K user visits. Eager to collaborate with passionate teams and push boundaries of web development. Connect to learn more and discuss potential opportunities. See, you can click on the view other drafts as well. If you're not happy with this outcome, you can click on the view other drafts on the yeah. See the other options as well. See, you could use this in the LinkedIn summary as well as your professional summary section in your resume.
about. Okay.
Yeah, so you could just copy paste this and put it in your LinkedIn profile as well. So this is how you can update your LinkedIn profile. Okay. Now this is done. Summary is done. Now let's go back to your LinkedIn profile. Now what in the URL link? What do you see? You see linkedin.com/sabri-nadan. Where is the URL, Sabri?
This is a URL.
What is the URL?
Sabari
/
Northern
Nadan
/m
/m
/1111A321B8.
Now, if I had to search for your name, if I had to search for your profile, would this random collection of words, bunch of numbers and alphabets does not look good, right? So you have to make sure that you can actually have your own customized URL. You could just have linkedin.com/sabri-nadan-m or sabri-nadan-m all together. Click on that edit icon, the pencil icon, right? And yeah, make changes in it. So keep the cursor at the end and remove the numbers firstly. You can have sabri-nadan-m or sabri-nadan-m, however you want. Now, if this name is already being used by someone else, it would not allow you to use this particular URL. You might have to go for another combination, but I guess this would work. Make S in Sabri uppercase, hyphen M in uppercase again. Try saving this. Okay, this is not available, meaning it is being used by someone else. Can you put a hyphen or underscore between Sabri and Nadan? Let's put, yeah. Now try saving it. Oh, just put hyphen once again then. No. Remove the underscore. Once again, put the hyphen. Save. Yeah. Why? Can you put it this way? Probably M hyphen Sabrinadan instead of Sabrinadan M.
டாட் யூஸ் பண்ண முடியுமா மேம்?
Not sure, buddy. Try it. I don't think so. You can use. No. M Sabrinadan podunga. Hyphen. Not yeah. Save. Hyphen. I do not know your name was. Oh, this works. Right? So this is something that you could put in your resume also. Now, whenever someone clicks on this link, they'll land on your page, LinkedIn page. Okay? This looks much better to the eyes as well. Okay? The next step is, after you've done all this, you have to make sure that your account is active. You cannot just make these changes and all of the அப்படின்னு விட்டு ஒரு வருஷம் 2 வருஷம் கழிச்சு வந்து பார்க்க முடியாது. ரைட்? உங்க அக்கௌண்ட்டை நீங்க டெய்லி லாகின் பண்ணி ரெக்ரூட்டர்ஸ் கிட்ட கனெக்ஷன் ரிக்வெஸ்ட் கொடுங்க. பர்சனலைஸ் மெசேஜஸ் கொடுத்து நீங்க ரெக்ரூட்டர்ஸ் கிட்ட கனெக்ஷன் ரிக்வெஸ்ட் கொடுக்கலாம். இங்க இன்னொரு விஷயம் என்னன்னா, the more you have the more number of recruiters you have in your network, the higher are your chances of being recruited. Instead of just industry experts, it's also good to have recruiters, HR recruiters, who are looking out for people like you in your network. Right? அப்பதான் அவங்க விசிபிலிட்டியில நீங்க இருப்பீங்க. எப்பயாச்சும் அவங்க ஃபுல் ஸ்டாக் டெவலப்பர் சர்ச் பண்ற மாதிரி இருந்ததுன்னா அவங்க நெட்வொர்க்ல ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பார்ப்பாங்க, யாராச்சும் ஆள் இருக்காங்களா அப்படின்னு சொல்லி. ரைட்? நீங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் தெரிவிங்க. ஸோ இப்போ நீங்க மேல சர்ச் பார் போங்களேன். go up. You don't see the search bar, the previous tab actually. Yeah, or home, whichever works. Right? Recruiter, full stack developer, recruiters. That's it. Just type full stack developer. REC, sorry. RUI. RUITER. Enter. Now scroll down. See this person? Lavanya Malnidi. This lady is actually looking out for full stack developer. 6 days முன்னாடி தான் அவங்க போஸ்ட் போட்டிருக்காங்க. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி ஆளுங்க கிட்ட, if you open this person's profile, click on the name Lavanya Malnidi. You have this more button இருக்குல்ல, இதுல கனெக்ட்னு தேர்ட் ஆப்ஷன் இருக்குல்ல, அதை கொடுங்க. ஃபாலோ பண்றதுக்கு பதிலாக கனெக்ட் ஆப்ஷன் கொடுத்து you could click on add a note கொடுத்து நீங்க பர்சனலைஸ் மெசேஜ் கொடுக்கறது நல்லது ஆக்சுவலி. ரைட்? பர்சனலைஸ் மெசேஜ்ல என்ன சொல்லலாம், உங்களை பத்தி நீங்க சொல்லணும். பட் நீங்க so and so person, I am Sabrinadan with an expertise in சம்மரியில போட்ட மாதிரி நீங்க அதுவே நீங்க யூஸ் பண்ணி இங்க போடலாம். ரைட்? with an expertise in full stack development. I'm highly skilled in HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and full stack development technology, other technologies like React, what so. I saw that you were looking out, you were in the search of full stack developer, and I thought that I feel that I would be the right fit for it. Uh, Therefore, yeah, I would be the right fit for it. Kindly accept. It would be, you know, let's put it this way. Looking forward to hearing from you. I can share my resume with you if needed anytime. அப்படின்னு சொல்லி you could send a profile, just a 4-liner or a 5-liner like this. அதுக்கப்புறம் அதை நீங்க ஆட் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா கீழே இருக்க send button would be activated. at now
மேம் சம்மரியில வரத அப்படியே ஆட் பண்ணலாமா மேம் இதுல?
சம்மரியில வந்து கொஞ்சம் வந்து சேஞ்ச் பண்ணி
கொஞ்சம்
மாடிஃபை
modify பண்ணி.
பண்ணி இது பண்ணணும். because here we are talking to a person here,
Okay.
right? So person கிட்ட பேசுறோம்னா அதுக்கேத்த மாதிரி they might have to make changes in it, right?
Okay.
ஸோ அந்த மாதிரி பேசி பண்ணலாம். அண்ட் அதுக்குமே வந்து நிறைய ப்ராம்ஸ் இருக்கு. நெக்ஸ்ட் டைம் நான் வந்து உங்களுக்கு ப்ராம்ஸ் நான் கலெக்ட் பண்ணி எடுத்துட்டு வரேன். எந்த மாதிரி ப்ராம்ஸ்லாம் நீங்க வந்து சம்மரிக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணலாம், சம்மரி கிரியேட் பண்றதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணலாம், இல்லை மெசேஜஸ் கொடுக்கறது யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். இன்னொரு விஷயம், நீங்க வந்து மெசேஜஸ் இங்க லிங்க்டின்ல மெசேஜஸ் மட்டும் இல்லாமல் யூ குட் சென்ட் தம் இமெயில்ஸ். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள், இப்போ நீங்க ஃபுல் ஸ்டாக் டெவலப்பர் வந்து நீங்க சர்ச் பண்றீங்கன்னா தேர் பி தி இமெயில் ஆஃப் த ரிக்ரூட்டர் ஆக்சுவலி. ஸோ அந்த ரிக்ரூட்டரோட இமெயிலுக்கு டைரக்டா நீங்க இமெயில் பண்ணலாம், கவர் லெட்டரோட ரெசியூமேயோட. அப்போ வந்து ஹையர் சான்சஸ் ஆஃப் யுவர் ப்ரொஃபைல் பீங் ஷார்ட் லிஸ்டட். ஓகே. இன்னொரு விஷயம், ஈஸி அப்ளைன்னு நிறைய இடத்துல ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் இருக்கும். நீங்க ஜாப் ஓப்பன் பண்ணீங்கன்னா ஈஸி அப்ளைன்னு ஒரு ஆப்ஷன் இருக்கும். தயவு செஞ்சு அதுல ஐ டோன்ட் நோ லைக் 5% சான்சஸ் இருக்கான்னு கூட தெரியல. அந்த மாதிரி ஈஸி அப்ளை பண்ணும்போது உங்க ப்ரொஃபைல் ஷார்ட் லிஸ்ட் ஆகிறதுக்கு. ஸோ டோன்ட் ரிலை ஆன் தட். இந்த மாதிரி பண்ணுங்க. Get in touch with the recruiter. Send them a personalized message, and once they accept your connection request, send them your resumes. Right? And follow up as well with them. And yeah, so that's a little bit about it today. There's a lot that you can work in, what do you say, LinkedIn. There's a lot of ways that you could improve your LinkedIn profile. For example, you have to follow relevant hashtag and relevant influencers. Influencers in the sense, basically experts. உங்களை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் experts who are very skilled in full stack development, who are seniors in full stack development, or who work with who work for very esteemed institutions, organizations. அந்த மாதிரி ஆளுங்க you could give connection request, you could follow them. Or someone who's providing sessions or coachings, or who's writing articles on full stack development on a regular basis, and who has a good followership, you could follow them as well. போஸ்ட் பண்ணும்போது ஒரிஜினல் கண்டென்ட்டை போஸ்ட் பண்ணுங்க. தேவையில்லாம சும்மா வந்து ஏதாவது ஒரு போஸ்ட்டை பார்த்து சும்மா வந்து +1 ஐ அக்ரி இந்த மாதிரிலாம் காமெண்ட்ஸ் கொடுக்காதீங்க. Don't add comments that do not have any value, that do not add any comment to the original post. நீங்க +1 கொடுத்தோ இல்ல ஐ அக்ரி இப்படின்னு கொடுத்தா அந்த நீங்க ஒரிஜினல் போஸ்ட் கொடுத்தவங்கள அந்த கான்டென்ட்க்கு எந்த வேல்யூ ஆட் ஆகாது. நீங்க அந்த கான்டென்ட்டுக்கு ஆட் பண்ற மாதிரி ஏதாவது சப்போர்ட்டிவா ஏதாவது ஒரு நாள் நீங்க ஆட் பண்ற மாதிரி இருந்துச்சுன்னா, இல்ல if you don't disagree with whatever content is shared in the post, you can politely add your own opinion. Politely, very politely. See, LinkedIn, again, I have to say, is a very professional portal. You have to be very polite, very diplomatic in LinkedIn, be it in your agreements or disagreements. If you're disagreeing and you see that your comment can come out to be very rude or very impolite and can be offending, it's better to not comment at all and ignore that post altogether. And if you want to add value to a post, feel free, but don't just do a +1 or I agree completely, you're the best. No, don't do these things on LinkedIn. and make sure that at least ஒரு வாரத்துக்கு 3 times ஆச்சு LinkedIn login பண்ணி உங்க அக்கவுண்ட் எப்படி இருக்குன்னு பாருங்க, ரைட்? அண்ட் குரூப்ஸ்ல ஜாயின் பண்ணுங்க. ஃபுல் ஸ்டாக் டெவலப்மெண்ட், வெப் டெவலப்மெண்ட் குரூப்ஸ்னு நிறைய இருக்கும், அந்த மாதிரி ஜாயின் பண்ணுங்க. கம்பெனிஸ் உங்களுக்கு உங்க ஃபீல்ட்ல இருக்க கம்பெனிஸை ஃபாலோ பண்ணுங்க. அப்போதான் வந்து கம்பெனிஸும் ஜாப் ரோல்ஸ் தெரியும் உங்களுக்கு. அந்த கம்பெனிஸ்ல என்னென்ன ஜாப் ரோல்ஸ் புதுசா லிஸ்ட் ஆகிருக்குன்னு உங்களுக்கு தெரியும், ரைட்? So all these things are small tips that you could follow. Next session will be a continuation of this particular session. There I'll give you some nano tips and some information on the prompts, the Google Bard or ChatGPT prompts that you could use to build a good LinkedIn profile. And and in the session irka inputs vachi, I will also pick up some 1 or 2 people randomly and see how their LinkedIn profile is. Okay, and people, the other people in this room have to point out what are the corrections that this person has to do, right, based upon the tips that we discussed just now. Okay. And there's something called recommendations. So if there's someone who you worked with or who has actually appreciated your work in the past, you could actually request someone for a recommendation. You could click on that more option. Can you go to that more option? So you have to go to that person's profile, click on that more option. Yeah. No, you're not a part of it. Can you go to someone who's in your network? Go down.
Connection.
Go down to networks, basically connections, whatever it is. Where's your connections? 500 plus connections. Yeah, click on that. Open Ilavarsan K. Yeah. Now click on more. See, request a recommendation. You can ask people for a recommendation. They can write about your expertise, that it was amazing working with you. They can write about the skills that you possess, the amazing projects that you've done along with them. So all this adds value and adds validity to your skills. Kinds of validates your skills, right? So this is also something that is looked upon by people. Okay, now guys can actually go ahead and probably you guys can give recommendations to my or Venkiyana's profiles. See, this is something, if you want to provide recommendation on your own, you could do that as well. And then if you want to request someone for recommendation, this is also one way of asking for recommendation. Make sure that you send this request only to people that you know are going to provide you a recommendation, right? Okay, all right, that's it for today's session. In case if you have any questions, you could
Shall I stop this carrying on?
Yeah, stop it. All right, so you guys have any questions until now?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah. Your name?
Rahul Jeevan Rajan.
Yeah, Rahul. I'm sorry, I'm not able to see your name fully. Go ahead, Rahul.
Okay. I have a doubt in editing the intro in LinkedIn, ma'am. Why do you edit the industry in LinkedIn while I am unemployed? It shows it is necessary to select any industry you are working. It doesn't show any unemployed options.
No, it's okay.
Leaving blank itself.
You shouldn't. It's not necessary to keep it blank. You could still add the industry that you wish to join. If you're unemployed now, it's okay. But you can add an industry that you wish to join there. Software development, IT, right? You should ideally be doing that. You should be adding an industry that is relevant to what you are wishing to join in the future, right?
Right.
And if anyone has put a status like, sorry, a profile summary or a headline like student at so and so college, please remove it as soon as possible. Right after this session, remove such statements right away, because I guess it's already, which semester are you guys in? All of you are final year students, right? Looking out for roles outside, jobs outside, right? Campus opportunities, off campus opportunities. So you could remove that and instead make it a little bit more professional, guys. Okay.
Okay.
Let me see how I can remove. Stop this.